Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you're listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, the podcast about Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She's going to be a future heroine, and we are following her from birth to death. And I assume you already know a lot about her, about Joy. So instead of giving you some background, let me present to you the problem of this specific episode and the next one. How do you teach Joy when she's small and she still thinks she knows everything? How do you teach a girl who doesn't know how to lose, how to fight? You have to get her to lose to teach her, right? That's a problem with Joy. So let's see how Justin does it. Enjoy. Episode 181, Learning Sword Fighting Part 1. Joy's age 2, told by the Red Dragon. Defend yourself! Dragonfather slammed his right leg forward on the deck of Bonny's Revenge, his right arm gripping his sword tightly in front of him. Defend yourself! Dragonlil, now only 2 years old, slammed her right leg forward and gripped her own sword, a much smaller sword, in a fighting position against her father. Dragonfather swung his sword quite slowly, allowing Dragonlil to hit his sword and defend herself. Good, but I'm swinging around. He swung around himself and again brought his sword down slowly on his daughter. She protected herself, but at this age clearly needed him to go slowly. Ha ha, she shouted. Now you. She swung her sword at him, but too slowly, and he jumped back. Nice. Next time, don't announce you're doing it. Dragonlil swung again, but the sword was a bit too heavy and it fell out of her hand. You need to grip it with both hands. You've left yourself open. As she bent down to pick up the sword, he touched her shoulder with the sword. Dragonlil raised her head and gave him a deathly stare. You cheated, she said harshly. Bad guys cheat. You have to take that into account. You cheated, she shouted. I understand it's hard to lose, he answered softly, putting his hand to his heart. You always want to win, but you can't. That's why we practice. And even if we practice a lot, we will lose sometimes. That's life. You cheated! She screamed at him as loudly as she could. Then she threw her sword to the ground and marched into her cabin. Dragonfather sighed and walked towards the cabin door, which Dragonlil had closed behind her. He put his hands on it, moving it only slightly, before she yelled, Don't come in! He pushed the door open and came in. Joy, you have to learn to lose. Go away! She screamed. I understand you're upset, but you have to understand that the villain will not be as nice as I am. Go away! Although I could not see him through the window of the cabin, my sharp dragon ears heard him inhale a quick breath. Okay, it seems that more than you need to learn to fight, you need to learn to lose, young lady. Go away! From now on, that's what we're going to practice, you losing. Go away! I'm going away, and when you come down, we're going to practice losing to me. Go away! Dragonfather stormed out of the cabin, clearly upset. I'm waiting for you to calm down, he shouted into the cabin. He walked around aimlessly, then sat beside the helm and stared into space. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags, learning to lose, Joy, Justin, practice. First of all, sorry for my voice. It's been like this and growing worse for the last few days. I have something in my throat. Hopefully it goes away in a couple of days. In the meantime, I hope you can bear with me in this. Anyway, keep in mind that Joy is 2 years old now. She's 2. She's not 5. She's not 6. She's not your age. She's not, even at 16, 17, 20, 30, 40. It is hard to lose. But at some point, hopefully, we do learn that we need to learn through being wrong. But she's two, and that's how she reacts, and that's how the future, determination, and the future hard-headedness, and the future Joy, who will be able to do amazing things because she believes she can. Or maybe sometimes she doesn't. This is where it starts. This is how it starts. I know for myself, and I've seen it on my 3 girls, it is sometimes you just think you know everything, and you don't. And when you realize that, it is really hard. And sometimes you think you can win at something because you've won it once, and you don't. And it's really hard. That is life. So, this was Learning Sword Fighting Part 1. Let's see what happens in Learning Sword Fighting Part 2. Can Justin find a way to teach a girl who only wants to win how to lose? See you tomorrow. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON, GUYHASSON The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, for more.